What up, what up, what up? Bankroll Tim bedded up here in the Plainfield shop. Got a lot of little stuff going on and doing a lot of other things and showing some pictures on IG of what I got going on. But the main thing here is I did the work to that I needed to do. That's no longer my job. That's not my job. This is not my job. This is not my job. And this is not my job. I finally ended up finding a place. A house with a building on it. And that's what I've been doing. It's slowly moving my stuff out of here and getting all set up out there. So I'm getting the Oklahoma Cutlass ready, because this is the last car that I have here besides my Nova. So I'm getting this thing ready to be rollable. So I cut up the other Cutlass, the white one that was wrecked. Got the back floor pan and everything. Just ran into some spider webs. But anyways, got this floor pan in here. I ran out of wire the other day. Went and got some more wire. So I gotta finish tapping this all down and tacking it and welding it, boom. But I got this piece all up in here. Got those old raggedy tubs cut out of it. Gonna end up squaring it up some more. When they originally cut this car out, the body mount is right here. This is one of the little lock pieces. So I gotta fix this area right here, but for right now, this back left body mount is good. The way I'm gonna weld the frame to there, this back body mount, I gotta get that out of there. So I should be able to heat this and get it to turn. Take a little bit of time. Should be able to get it out. So I got other bolts to put in here. The same thing with this side. They cut out the area of where the body bushing bracket shit was. So I'm gonna have to make that setup. But that'll be after, once I get the tub in and I'll figure out this section. But so up here, I kept this big area open. So when I put the frame in here, that's the frame right there, that came out of the other one. It needs to be gone over, re-notched, because it's all jacked up. But I need to get it in here to make this car rollable, and I'll stilt the rear end up underneath of it with the wheels on it. Which I have the one rear end up against the wall over around the car over there. So I will be able to set this back frame in it, put the two back body bushings in there, boom. Weld the plate underneath here. So when I put the frame up in here to set on there, I'll be able to weld the side. Weld it good enough to where it'll be braced up. It's only got to go on my car trailer to go out to the house. And then I'll be able to put it in the house garage. And once I get it back on the rack out there, I'll be able to put nothing but straight time in on it. This right here already made this car way closer. And once again, this car has been here for a minute, a few years. And I had paid, you know, that lazy ass worker I had over and over and over. And he wouldn't get shit done. Wouldn't get nothing done. Cost me a lot of money. I kept paying him, kept borrowing money, kept everything, and he just wouldn't get shit done. I'd have to finish everything, this and that, blah, blah, whatever. So now I got it this far. This is way closer. The work I put in this car in the last couple weeks. Cutting up the other car. This frame set up. Get it up underneath there. Get the wheels on it. Get it out of here. Then I can take my welder out there, I can take my compressor out there. The reason these other cars are in here is because I gave the shop to somebody else. Somebody else is renting it, and some of you guys know who it is. Some of you will find out who it is, and it's all good. Sold him the lifts. I put a brand new lift up at the house. I'm setting up one car at a time. I've been saying this for years. I need one car at a time. Now I can just walk out the door at the crib, walk into the building. It's a 900 square foot building, 28 foot wide, 32 feet deep. It's perfect. 14 by 14 door. This garage door here is a 14 by 12, so it's only 12 wide. My door out there is 14 by 14. And then it has another door, which is 10 by 8. So if you guys go on my IG, you'll see. I haven't put up a picture of that on, or a video of it on YouTube yet. There might be a shorts of the tan Cutlass. It's up on the lift out there. But the things I've been fighting with and dealing with for years, and of course my main viewers that watch and know and listen to everything, you know, I've been fighting with shit I should never have to fight with, and all the other drama bullshit, little girl shit that's just dumb. But this is the last car right here that I'm behind on, and this car was never supposed to be here this long. Never. So 26 with what's it got, a 305? Pretty sure this tire is a 305. It's a 7-inch lip, but it's a by 11, so it's 12 overall. And this tire is a 305/30 26, so it's a big tire. So the frame needed to be real thin. I bought all that 2x3 when all the 2x3 back frames were being made, you know, off of the plate design right there. Boom. That's where everybody got their plate design from. So many people had called, and so many people had texted and asked, and I got all the degrees and all that stuff on there, and the measurements and everything. So there's plenty of people out there that copied that and asked for the info, and I've always helped people. And then they used and never said anything, never said, you know, Better Up Customs help me or this and that, you know, because these guys are just, you know, fucking haters, whatever. But I don't care, I help people. So these frame rails were made for this car already, and then they never got put in. Then they got put in somebody else's car to finish up somebody else's job, and for him to get that money, a whole bunch of bullshit, just over and over and over. But since I got rid of the leech and the leeches, I've been doing good. Everything's been going good, everything, you know, and I'm up in here. I'm leaving them my table because this table is just too big. I don't need it when I build my rear ends. I end up building off the corner of the table and shit. This is a 4x8, so it's just too big. Or 4x6, I mean, it's only 6 foot long. So this little wood table that I got right here, I'll take and put a piece of steel on top of it. 3/16 piece of steel, boom. Brace the legs up a little better, and that'll work just fine. So I still gotta take this table, my press, compressor, my welder, my torches over there, the big torches, boom. And that's all I really have. Couple more little things, you know, my tools. That'd be right after I get this thing rolling. The back frame, like I was saying, for this thing, all that other shit I was talking about is fucking just all the money that was wasted, and I paid over and over and over and all this and that, and nothing was getting done. Everything was in my way. The money that was spent every day, fucking McDonald's, $50 a day, fucking $50 a day in gas, fucking just, I'm bullshit. Oh, I'll pay you back. Oh, I'll get you back. Oh, Lou owes me money. Oh, this and that, blah, blah. And then Lou didn't know him no money. And then I didn't get my money back. So just a whole bunch of BS. So now, one car at a time. One car will be waiting to go on the lift. One car will be on the lift. I'll be able to walk out the crib, go in there, work as many hours as I want. I was in the garage last night at the house until 12 o'clock. 12:30 I went in the house. I was cleaning and organizing, hanging up some lights and shit to get it all set up. So this car, there's really not much left except for getting that back frame in. I gotta order another set of tubs because the set of tubs that were ordered for this car that I had for this car, oh, somebody needed them to finish up one of his customers' jobs that were threatening to, you know, hurt him and this and that and blah, blah. So he had to get it done. Then he promised he would buy me another set of tubs or give me the money back. Never got the money back, never got the parts back. Once again, I had to replace the front brakes on this car because he used the front brakes. I had to replace, this is why this car has two different, see the lower is the newer style control arm. The upper is the old style control arm because of how the ball joint goes. So I had to replace the lowers to the new style because I couldn't get the old style, which is not a big deal. But because he used the control arms on another job. And I never got my shit back. But this motherfucker want to go around telling people that I owe him. Come on, man. I ain't never owed you for nothing. So yeah, so this frame piece is the frame piece that they did on that white car, and the notch, I mean, from this angle, the notch don't look too bad, but from the top angle, good Lord. They didn't fix the body mounts. So then the frame tail was bouncing and banging in the car. You can see that one was completely rusted, and when I spun it out of here, oh, I haven't got it totally out yet, it's just spinning. So see, it wasn't hooked up to nothing. So it was beating. Dude said the car was banging and clanging and all that. So the frame rail was just beat the tub to death. That's why the tubs were a little crooked, but they were put in crooked. You got seen all that. So I'm keeping the lower control arm set up on here. So where I gotta cut this for this to line up in the car. But I'm gonna redo, like he added the bar on to where it would sit up in the car higher because they use a longer shock. G-bodies, for the setups I do, I'll use a shorter shock, or I do the super drop boxes, and the bar doesn't have to go up that high. Makes it flimsy sitting up that high. It's the way they tie it together. I'll flip this thing over and show you the other side. The other side looks like shit. But you can even see, look at that hole over there. They wrapped the piece over it. So they never fixed the body mount, so the back of the frame was just bouncing around on the car. That was the only body mount that was attached to the back. But yeah. So I'm gonna have to fix the notch because the notch is crooked as shit. So I need all the room I can get to clear this setup with that big tire. So the tubs will be in a little bit more than normal, and the frame rail is going to get thinned out some more, but I'm going to do a whole bunch of bracing and tying all this shit together. So I'll set the frame up in there, be able to bolt the two back ones in, be able to build that area, put the circles on there to fix that area, and then build that area in the car, so that way the bushing would be there, body bushing. The front, chop it down, boom. Put a plate underneath of it just so it lines up for now, so it tacks up in there. That way, like I said, when I get it back on the lift out there, I can take it back down, take the whole back frame back out of it, and start doing all the work I gotta do to it. I could tack a couple bars in it while it's up in there, so everything's square, level, plumb, floor clearance, stuff like that, and then tack it all in, and you know, it's gonna get the ladder bar, cross member, braced, and then the side rails down the side of the frame and all tied in, and the ankles that go up here. So that way it's all braced up real nice. And then his back bumper can go right back on, which is in the corner over there. So then I can get the back bumper back on it, and I can put the back bumper on it for it to go out there. So yeah, everything's slowly going pretty good. And I'm down to only a couple things left in here to take. My bedded up banner. Gotta get that down. and some tools and shit. I got some axles over there. Got to go through, throw some shit away. But yeah, I know I be putting up a lot of pictures, a lot of videos and stuff like that. And just because I'm putting up pictures and videos don't mean I'm doing the work. But not saying I haven't done work to many of these cars. And work that I see on some of these cars is crazy. And then the work that I see that goes into the motor stuff and how people with the wiring and all of that. And that's why I got away from doing all that shit. And then other people got to go back and fix other people's messes. And you got people out there bragging about these people and these people and these people. But then you see their work and it's just like how these people are bragging about these people and their work is trash. Wiring and shit like that, motor installs. But then other people, you know, saying the same shit this way, that way. But me, I've been doing this shit, like I said, since 06. Coilovers, this, that, whatever. Setting the cars up big, high, setting the cars as low as possible, showing all the details on how to do the stuff. And I'm not perfect. I've said it 100 times. I'm not perfect at all. The frame notching and how to frame notch and this and that, and how to degree the spindles for the sport steering, and how to clear the fenders more so you don't have to cut shit as much and all this shit. In the beginning I was told by everybody, oh, it's stupid, it's never gonna, nobody's ever gonna want this shit. And I've been doing it and I've been showing everybody. And you know how many people say bet it up? Very few. A handful of people will say bet it up, because the other ones don't want to bring me up because they've talked so much shit about me that what are they going to look like saying bet it up when they was talking all that shit, you know? A lot of pot stirrers out there for some bullshit. But anyways, gonna get this thing cleaned up a little more, figure out where I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it, flip it over. Let me see if I can hold this and flip it over at the same time. Okay, so flipped over. Now look at that. Big ass holes. Look at the wire, the weld. This side's thicker. See what I was saying about the body mount hole? They never fixed it. Why would you do that? You knew this one was broke. And then see how shiny the top of the bolt is? It's because it was beaten through the rest of the floor of the car. Dude was like, man, my car rides so bad. Look at the fucking not welded on top. I mean, yeah, they put the little gusset right there, but still. And then look, you were frame notching, and then you didn't even weld put a bead right through there. And this is real flimsy. Like, this moves. This side, same shit. You know, look, not welded on top. Look at the notch. See how, or this side's thicker. See how thick the notch is on that side. And then this side, it's thinner. Whole bunch of BS. Whole bunch of BS. These two body mounts right here were nice. The frame's still nice. So yeah, let me set this thing back down before I fuck myself up. Yeah, that was one-handed. So, as you can see, this notch comes forward and curves in. You can see the top is sticking out right there. So I need it to be a little bit thinner anyway. This side's not too bad. Curves out at the bottom right there. This angle, I think is a little different, which that's not too bad. But yeah, so I know you guys are like, well, you said you were gonna do a 2x3 frame. Oh, you said this. Oh, yeah, it's been too many years and all the BS, and I've lost my ass on this job. So this frame will work. I just gotta brace it all, make the notch thinner, brace it all up, weld it all up, put the plates on it, all that. I'm gonna go through and I'll cut the spring pocket out. I'll do the bar across up here. I'll tie the sides together, do some angles in here. But yeah, I'm gonna cut that bar out. I'll end up using the bar, but I'll put the bar down lower. But I don't want this shit on here. So I'll get rid of all that. I had to order another set of tubs. I think the price went up on the tubs. But for G-bodies, it's Competition Engineering. They're 36 inch steel. And then I think it's like 18 tall, 23 wide, but you cut that to fit. But that's what you need for 24s and 26s on G-bodies. Well, 26s because I don't use tubs on 24s. I can do 24s on G-bodies. Obviously, I've proved it over and over with not having a mini toe. A little bit of tub finessing, you know, banging them in just a little bit. Take your time, get it to go. But I've showed that over and over. But yeah, so another thing with this piece is that I'll be able to totally fucking clean it up. And yeah, clean it up, straighten it up, brace it up, weld it up. And then yeah, everything that I tack in there, that brace, yeah, you guys can see that brace is, it's higher on that side than that side. So when the frame was flipped over, you could see it was on an angle, and that's what it is. That tube is not even level across there. That side is up higher than that side. Well, all right, y'all. I'm gonna get to welding the rest of this in. Like I said, I ran out of wire, so I gotta change the wire in the machine. And I use the Hobart wire. 30. I use 030. There we go. So, solid core, 30. Hobart, pretty good wire. 10-pound spool. So it fits in this machine. And again, this is just a 180. I think I'm gonna get the Hobart the 240. Motherfucker's $2,000 though. But it's the cart is built. It's all one. You know, it's not like this is a cart and that's the machine. The machine is the cart. So this one right here I bought, I think, for like $750, $800 from Farm and Fleet a few years ago. And now this machine is like $1,200 for this one. All these damn prices skyrocketing. It's fucking crazy. Everything costs way more. That's another reason the price goes up. And you know, I do a lot of shit. And now that I'm calm and cool and relaxed, I can get so much more shit done a lot easier. And if something does fight with me, I don't have to throw tools and break shit. I can just be like, all right, walk away for a second, relax, boom. Yeah, all right, y'all. I'm gonna get this finished welding all up in there. I'm gonna let this car down and see what the business is. See if I can't get this thing closer. I want to be out of here by the end of the month. So what's today? The 25th. So we got 6 more days. I'll have this thing buttoned up. The weekend I gotta cut my grass again. It's got 1.33 acres. I gotta cut it again. Not that it takes all day, but it takes a minute. But I'm gonna get this frame in here. But all right, y'all, Bankroll Tim, that's what's going on. And that's what I'm doing. So all right, y'all, I will be back with some more on this Cuddy, Oklahoma Colors, Bankroll Tim, bet it up.